Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to the Angry Cast and Satisfactory. How y'all doing? Oh boy, look at this mess, this wonderful spaghetti mess that we got going on here. Especially this over here, because we have been really pushing stuff to the limits around here of what's acceptable to our frame rate, as much as anything else. Trying to get this stuff done because I had so much stuff broken that I didn't realize. Of course. What the hell am I talking about? Of course, because of the 1.0 update, a lot of things changed, including where some nodes were, the efficiency or the purity of the nodes, and some nodes went away, and some moved. And one of them, actually a couple of them, was a quartz and a Caterium node that I had set up for stuff. Everything that's been flowing over here was going through just fine, and then all of a sudden the Caterium node was all the way over on one of the far hills over there, that direction, went away, and I had to reposition it. So I've been slowly going through and trying to reorganize and reroute all things based off of where things move to. But we have to add in some new nodes and some new miners and smelters and all that stuff, namely the SAM ore. The SAM ore that we used to have all the way over there in that direction in that cave is no longer around, and I'm going to get through there and clean that up and turn that into a little, just a transport area to move everything over, because we have to get this taken care of. Now, the closest SAM ore vein I have here is way back over by the by the coal nodes, and down in the cave of death, as we called it. Now that I've beaten the game, I guess if you could say, under the old regime and the pre 1.0 stance, I've turned off aggression in the animals, because I just don't care. It's I don't want to deal with them anymore. So we're just not dealing with them. So here's the new Caterium node. It's now up inside. It was behind a blastable, like a rock, that you need to use the Nobelisk or the explosive rebar to dig up. We had to get that set up here, and we've got a Caterium quick wire being made to replace the one that we had over in the old place. So right here, it's just right now doing this. I don't really have that much happening. I haven't really made it really. I need to add in more. I need to make this a little bit more efficient. But for right now, it's fine, because all we're doing is just gaining parts to make something, and that something we're making is the converter, which we need the converter in order to create the Trigon. The Ficsit, I guess you call it, Trigon ingots, and then the Ficsit Trigon, Ficsit ingots, and then the Ficsit Trigon is the next thing that we have to work on, and that's going to require the converter. But we can do the Ficsit ingots themselves, and we need to make a SAM fluctuator actually in order to make the converter. I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's go check out, see what we got going on here. Remember this place, the Cave of Death, where we set up our quartz node down in the cave of, everything. And now we've got reanimated SAM being made. And it's way deep down in the bowels here. Whee! And it's not very efficient. It's satisfactory. It's not very satisfactory, as it were. Okay. Yeah. Sorry, I didn't check my recording, make sure I was actually recording. Because, sometimes that shit happens. But we got one quartz node up and running, or two quartz nodes up and running. We're pretty much exhausting everything. But here we have the SAM ore, basically the jello mold here that's digging up SAM ore, and then it's pushing it into our an actual constructor in order to create this reanimated SAM that's going out. Now, it's not very, like I said, it's not very fast. It takes, you get 120 per minute coming in, but only 30 per minute going out. So we would probably need to set this up like we would with our little conveyors and, you know, our manifolds and all that stuff that we've done before in the past with other ones, which we can do at some point when we get a little bit more of a demand for it right now. But it's just pushing everything out of here back to the surface and back up to where our factories are. And at some point we will, you know, get a thing set up for them. But for now I'm going to just do this manually to get the converter set up. So it's being stored over there for right now, but I have a few on my person because I'm going to use them. I'm going to manually make the same fluctuator. I just need to grab a couple things, which is one being some wire. I have enough wire, and I need pipe. My pipe production is not doing great because I need to do something with it. All right. I have 131. I should have enough. I have 131 pipe. I have 584, and I have 82, and I need 100. Whoa, shit. I think we need to do it at a crafting bench. So, okay. So we have 162 of the reanimated SAM. We only need 6. Well, we're going to need we should... crap. We'll make more than you know, we'll get it all done. Oh, good. That worked. The stupid thing where it starts recording there and stops recording, and I have to reboot the PC. Oh, yeah. Okay, now we've got our 100 SAM fluctuator. We need some radio control units, which I should have. What's in here? These are radio control units. Okay. I got that, and I need cooling systems. I should have cooling systems over here. Saved up from somewhere else. I had them somewhere. Oh god, I wonder if I used them somewhere. Nope, here we go. Okay. Alright, that'll get us the... I need a few modular frames. I think, if I remember correctly, I was making those up here somewhere. Oh, that's something. Fused modular frames, right? Heavy modular frames, that's one thing, but that's not the thing I need. Oof. There's a bunch of shit just lying about. My goodness. Okay, well, I gotta go find that crap. Oh, it's down over the hill. Okay, well, I only need 2 more of them. If I don't already have it, I know where I can get them. It's down where I have the nitrous, the nitrogen pumps, whatever they're called. And honestly, this situation is really not very tenable. Just for the simple fact that I have all the stuff down here. I have everything everywhere, and I don't have any way of getting it without stringing up conveyors all over the damn map. Which I know that's primarily a problem of the game itself, and what you're supposed to figure out as you unlock things, especially transportation. But I haven't done that yet because I just can't wrap my brain around that because I want to solve a problem, which is, you know, the existing problem is getting items from one location to the other to be used in order to build something. It's not to make that efficient. That's a secondary problem. How do you do it efficiently? So I'm more concerned with solving the first problem than I am the second problem, and therefore I never get around to solving the second problem because I've essentially solved the first problem, if that makes any sense whatsoever. Meaning I got what I needed. I don't care about doing anything else. I moved on, kicked the can down the road, and don't worry about it. But then here I am running all over the map trying to gather up things and drop them into other locations so that they can build the thing that they need. Yeah, so I think at some point, I think once we get through the items that we have to get done, and that means all of Space Elevator Phase 5 being done, I can then start a game over and do things the way I want it to, and that's going to basically be using drones, I think. Transportation. I never used the drones. I think I'm going to use the drones because I think that would be a lot easier for me to transport anything over, and what I will do is, and this is, neither here nor there for anybody that gives a shit, but what I will do is wherever I start that game at, I will create a central hub where the quote-unquote hub exists, and then build an entire factory floor around that hub to do all the things I want to be done, including all of the manufacturing, all the processing, all the constructing, all the stuff like that. And then we'll keep the nodes just to do the mining. I would do the mining. The nodes will mine, and they'll drop it into a box, and then the box will ship to another location, whether that be done by drone, whether that be done by, transport truck or train, whatever. I think that's what I'm going to end up doing. I think that's the more efficient way to do it. Set up all of the constructing and all the factories around here doing all the things, but all the raw materials will be dropped into a centralized warehouse and then be pulled out of there to be done to be sent to where it needs to go. So it's just, I only have to have one location and then condense everything into small places to distribute. I think that's just an easier, cleaner way to do it. But I don't know if I'm concerned about recording that because once we're doing Phase 5, I'm not going to go back through and start over again and do all that. I think that may just do that for myself, which means I'll never do it because I'll just quit playing. But all right, we've got a converter items. We can go make a converter so we can make this stuff. So I'm going to figure out where I'm going to put that. Give me a second. Well, we have everything we need. I just need to set it up. So we needed all of the items that we needed to make the converter were the 10 fused frame. Let's just look at here. That'll be easier for us to do that. We needed 10 fused modular frames, we needed 25 cooling systems, we needed 50 radio control units, and 100 SAM fluctuators, which we made on manually. But now we've got it set up, so let's go ahead and get this sucker connected. I'm going to use the iron recipe because I found another iron that wasn't being previously used, so it just became easier for me to use that. And we're not going to get fancy with the whoops. Just get this for now. I know that the ratios are off. It's going to require more fluctuator than it's going to require. But our Ficsit iron is 424. So actually it requires more iron, so I think this sort of helps out a little bit. We'll be producing more iron ore than we'll be producing SAM fluctuator, but at least we can sort of balance it out a little bit. Like I said, again, we're not going against for efficiency and perfect ratios and all that other stuff. We're just getting it done, right? So let's take the iron ingot one, and as you look through, it takes 24 iron ingots, only 4 deuterium, and then only 4 aluminum. So depending on where you're set up, depending on what you have abundantly around you as far as a resource, you may want to just pick one or the other. To make an aluminum ingot, though, it takes a lot more effort than it is to get an ingot of iron or deuterium. So that's why we're picking the lesser two of these things. But this is great because a converter can also do a lot of things. You can turn limestone into iron. You can turn copper or sulfur into copper. You can turn quartz into copper, and you can turn sulfur into limestone. and you can do all kinds of stuff. So we can actually convert. It's like alchemy, man. We can convert some of these other. We might have an abundance, even nitrogen gas with mixed with will make nitrogen gas will output. What is it? Oh no, it requires Caterium and the SAM fluctuator. So yeah, but we're gonna go with the like I said, the recipe that we have for the iron ingot, and then we're gonna just hook this puppy up. Now I may have to go add in some more power. I shouldn't have to, but you never know. So let's bipsidoodle, got your noodle, and we're making it. It's gonna be, we're taking on some rays. Who knows what's gonna do to us? But you can see our production is 60. I need to go back over. I know it's happening. I think all of the sulfuric acid has built up within the production line on the nuclear reactor, and I'm going to go flush it out because I still haven't got that done efficiently, where it's not getting gummed up with other things and it's not producing what I need in order to convert into energy. So, yeah, I'll have to do that. Get over there and do that. But for now, let's get this set up so we have a place to put this stuff. For now, actually, let's put it this direction for right now. So, there we go. Oh, screwed that up, but oh well. I'll fix it later. It's like doing shit. It's bending time and space, man. That's what it's doing. So that gets us the ingots itself. Now, of course, the next thing we got to do is turn the ingots into trigon, which is going to require a constructor to take one ingot and it'll make it into 3. So that we can then. We might switch this around and push this into a different configuration in order to make this a little bit more professional. But for now, that'll be good. That'll get us going on that one. So I can work on the next thing, which is what is that? Time crystals. That's going to require. What's that going to require? Oh, we gotta make diamonds first, and then we make diamonds with coal in the particle accelerator because I don't have any alternate recipes. Oof. So we're gonna have to get that all set up. So, well, that's gonna be, yeah. Let's get rid of this. Clear list. Of course, we're gonna have to do a particle accelerator. We have to add that to the list. I don't have anything for the particle accelerator, so that'll be the next thing on our list to get figured out. And we're going to need what? 10 turbo motors, 10 supercomputers, 25 modular fuse frames, 50 cooling engines, and 500 Caterium. I believe that is. Yeah. No, supercomputers, cooling systems, quick wire. Yeah. Okay, so that's our next step. I think I've solved my power problem. Pretty much, I think I've solved my power problem. So what the issue was is that sulfuric acid is needed for part of the process. It comes out of here, out of these blenders, to make the encased uranium cells that go basically fed into the into here. That makes the uranium fuel rods. Problem is that what do you do with that sulfuric acid as a byproduct? Well, you take it over here, like we did before, way back when, and you put it into another blender along with a couple of other items, some nitric acid, silica, and uranium waste, the byproduct of those things, and that makes these non-fissile uranium that you use into the particle accelerator, and then it's just that all this is just a way to get rid of it. You turn it into something that you can put it into the sink, but the problem is that this doesn't go fast enough for the process to happen, and therefore you get a backup of sulfuric acid. And when you have a backup of sulfuric acid coming out of the one machine and it stops, you can't get the other thing that you actually need, which is the component for the next to make the uranium, the fuel rod. So I needed something. I needed to figure out a way to keep the sulfuric acid moving, so that it keeps pushing out the items I need, because the sulfuric acid was a byproduct. So I figured, well, can I use sulfuric acid and put it into a sink? And how do I do that? I got to turn it into packaged sulfuric acid. So I borrowed some empty casing, what are these things called? Empty canisters from the one line. Threw them into this packager along with the sulfuric acid to make packaged sulfuric acid, and I'm storing some, which I don't know what I'm going to use it for, but I figured I might as well have it. But then I'm sinking it as well, and it pretty helps the in the creation of tickets. But the biggest thing is that it keeps everything flowing nice and smoothly. So now this is no longer getting backed up, and it will keep doing what it's got to do, and it keeps this power running, and then that helps us have over 19,000, sometimes 22,000 megawatts for power, so we don't have to worry about that anymore. So I finally solved this problem for now. Now my biggest fear is that at some point I'm going to run out of empty canisters, but it's okay because I'm just borrowing it from that line. It's already it's backed up. I mean, it's pretty much backed up. I mean, there's this here, the empty canister here is pushing out. Oh, wait a second! Holy crap! Wait, hold the phone here, Coachies. Okay, wait a second. Where is it? Is it getting sulfuric acid from anything? It's not getting sulfuric acid. This has been my entire problem. Why wasn't that getting sulfuric acid? And it was supposed to go into the sink. Why? The sad thing is that I knew how to fix it. And I just didn't realize I hadn't fixed it yet. Well, golly gee willikers. Shit. Now. Yeah. So there you go. Wow, this whole time. So now I'm gonna have to keep an eye on things, because if this is not, this could be, this. I don't know why this wasn't hooked up. I thought it was hooked up. Lord. Okay. Well, in any case, we're our power problems are solved for the moment. Yeah. Okay. Rightio. We've got everything we need for the trigons being taken care of. I realized, I forgot, I had all this stuff up here set up for making the phase 4, so there's actually still enough supercomputers left over and such, and all the stuff here I didn't realize I had for the for phase 4, or for the quantum encoding. These the turbo motors are here, and I have the supercomputer, so I don't need to make any of this stuff, but I do need one of these manufacturers, because the last thing we need to work on is the time crystals. Now, the time crystals are made from putting 2 diamonds into a converter, which will put out 1 time crystal. Now, how do we make diamonds? Of course, it's coal. We obviously know that. But how do we do it? Okay, so particle accelerator. I don't have another recipe that I could do, say, pink diamonds, which is, I think, coal and something else, and I think quartz. So I'm going to have to do the the regular recipe, because apparently I'm out of computers from just the area I've been in. I haven't gone off the map where I haven't explored yet to go to get other computers. So I couldn't get another alternate recipe, and I wasn't going to spend, out of my 140 tickets, 100 tickets to get a hard drive and then just re-roll until I got it. So I'm going to just do the regular thing. So we'll put up a particle accelerator and just get some coal. I know where I got some coal that hasn't been tapped yet. I can use that. We only need, how many of them? Time crystals? 50? Whoops. 50 time crystals. So let's get to it. We can do that here. we can use the manufacturer to turn these into what I need for the fluctuate. It's one's this fluctuator, the one SAM fluctuator, in order to build, I think, the converter that I need to build. So let's get all this stuff in here for now. I'll just set this up. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So we'll just let this run, get our SAM fluctuator, because we need the SAM fluctuator in order to make the converter, which we will need to... Actually, what did I need that for? Wait a second, hold on a second. Time crystal. Okay, so time crystal made by converting diamonds. Diamonds are used for particle accelerator. So particle accelerator, is that the converter, though? Let's see here, where's the converter at? The converter, okay, the converter, I need 100. That's what I needed 100 for. And I got to get 10 more. And I think I have enough down over the hill where the nitrogen's being used to make, that was making the cooling unit and the fused frames. So we'll just get this done, and then we'll go down over and set that up. Alrighty. Got our 100. Let's go get down there and build our converter and get all this set up. Oh yeah, I got something up there I can just tie into that. Wonderful. So let's go ahead and set up the miner, Mark II miner. Oh, I'm missing the pipe. Damn it! What did I forgot the pipes? I used them all. Oh, they're in the damn manufacturer. Try that again. I hate when I forget shit or I use it up for something else. Okay, so here we go. Let's get it going this way. And then we need, okay, so that's coal. And then we need our particle accelerator. Oh, now what are we missing? Oh, I didn't grab this thing. Shit. Alright. Let's get that. Hi. Set this for diamonds. Oh, and I need power and I don't have enough. Yeah, shit. Yeah, limping in. Alright, now we should be good. Okay, get that running. Get that running. Okay, so this should take. So we need. This is making the diamonds, and then we need a converter to make the time crystals. Okay. Just get it out of the way. And making time crystals. Where's it at? Time crystals. There we go. And that's gonna do its thing. I got enough power? I hope we do. I still can't figure out this power. Why? It's somewhere either not connected to the main grid or I'm still having issues with sulfuric acid. I don't know. I think I got it because I got a backup of the waste byproduct still. But it should be enough to get us going. So we just gotta wait for it to be done. Gonna go faster then? Going somewhat faster. Too fast. Good enough. Oh, shit. Oh well, that works. Okay, this will just keep making. So let's do this then. Probably should keep some around. Oh, come on now. What the hell are you doing, dude? Okay, I think we're good for right now. We got our 50. This will keep going, making more. I'm keeping some diamonds off to the side. Let's go turn this shit in. Alrighty. So we got that. I need to go grab the more of that stuff. Oh, hold on. So we need the trigon, right? That's the regular one. So we need 100 trigon. Got that. Let's go get our supercomputers. And then our turbo motors. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4. We're still making pasta. Alright, this is the turbo motors. Alright, so that should be... Whoops, shit. I don't know what I did. There's the turbo motors. Okay. Okay, so that in there. That in there. That in there. There we go. Quantum encoding, ready for launch. Push the button. Poof. And we got new buildings and new parts.
Milestone reached. This is not a competition, but other pioneers, such as 83CKY and U531355,
Becky.
have already completed project assembly by this point.
I don't
Ficsit
care.
was obviously wrong about you, but perhaps so was I. Regardless, you have finally unlocked the quantum encoder, which requires vast fluctuating power and excited photonic matter to produce highly complex parts. Do not make the same mistakes managing the resulting dark matter residue as you did other byproducts. Project part number 11, the AI expansion server, is now your highest priority. Galaxy-wide project management is taxing to even the most advanced among us, especially those who have to manage the less advanced. Like kittens and puppies, who are definitely still waiting for you to save them.
That's awesome. Okay, so what was our rewards for that? We got the quantum encoder, which, wow. Yeah. Excited photonic matter, dark matter residue, geez, dark matter crystal, superposition oscillator, neural quantum processor, and AI expansion server. Wow. Okay, so that then leaves us to have to create these things along with everything else we've been doing in order to turn in the next, which is the Blueprint Designer Mark III, which goes from 48 to 48, up from 40. So that begs to be seen. So these things can run in the background. I have those things are going. I'm thinking I have a few of those nitrogen nodes that are not being utilized. I think I might break one of those off and do another aluminum plant so that I can get the casings and the heat sinks constantly being pushed in instead of having me traverse from one side of the map to the other to bring components over, since I'm not doing the drones at this point or any other transportation except me. So I can do that, use those other nodes, and then we can get that taken care of, and those can just work in the background. But just out of curiosity before we go, what is this? What is this neural quantum processor? How do we make this sucker? The quantum encoder, and it needs all of these items, and to make it, holy crap, and it outputs dark matter residue. What is a dark matter? I mean, we could make it with a converter. Yeah, that goes out the other side, but it's used in dark matter crystals, so we're gonna have to figure out how to use our diamonds that we're making from the particle accelerator and mix that with this dark matter residue in order to make this dark matter crystal. Okay, so that's, yeah, give me time to work on that, but we'll come back and we'll start working on that next phase, which is tier 9. What is it? Ficsit Blueprint Mark III, I guess they call it. So that's where we'll be headed next. Yikes! It's getting heady. It's getting heady. It's only going to get worse. So we'll see you next time. Have a good one. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.